What's good, man? It's been a few days, but I'm still here. We still grinding. Um, I was supposed to have been uploading a video by now, talking about ranked, in more of a celebratory way, and showing y'all me being at legendary again, which is it's not the highest rank. It's only technically I say second highest because it's all the peak ones, and then boom, you got legendary, and then it goes from there on. So big thing to me. It's the furthest I've been so far. Like I said back in the day in my Curry video. Uh how do you get it to show? There you go, all seasons. You can see it down there. Legendary star 3, 2 star. Furthest I've been. Most I ever cared to play the game. And I'm starting to remember why. You can see, obviously, as I have been in the last few videos, I'm still in Diamond Master 1. So instead of us being able to celebrate and talk about the good things about ranked and making it back to legendary star, we're gonna talk about the irritating things in ranked, some of the bad things going on, some of the stuff that a lot of the community is talking about for real. Because I know in a lot of my videos, especially like the Iverson one, some people might feel like I was invalidating their experience with what they have to deal with in ranked. And I would love to reiterate that I was specifically talking about people that are purposely playing solo queue and having a bad experience. Now, me, I I told y'all I play on the team. I come in here every time. Every time. I come in here straight to recruit teammates no matter what all the time. I'm not pressing that solo rank button. And to me, it's as simple as I want to make sure I do it for team comp reasons. Because if you just go straight in, you might have three people that want to be guards. I'm on Harden right now, but you got some people that'll queue in and they're sitting on a center or something like that on their main screen, like this. And they'll queue in and yeah, they want to switch to point guard and it's already two other people trying to run guard. So now we're just gonna run with three guards on the team because nobody wants to switch. Right? I'm not doing that. So since I run with teams, I feel like I can talk a little bit of shit for real. Because this is people that should be accountable. You on a team, you should be doing teamwork things. And you're in ranked, so you should be playing as such based on where you at, as if you expect the things you should expect from your competition. So one of the first things I'm going to talk about, since Wimby is out, and since we've seen what's been going on since he's out, is big men that are not used to playing big man or that are switching just for the most popular player, right? And this is why you haven't seen outside of my 1B video a lot of videos of me actually running with bro. I even reset his talents. I really maxed him out and everything just so I could show y'all him in the video, get y'all some gameplay. I don't even have any of his actual talents, like none of his superstar card talents activated right now. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna figure out which ones I want, which ones I really need for when I do use him. But I haven't even been using him like that. He's still what 420 trophies, right? And the reason why is because with where I'm at in ranked, I understand that the people I'm playing against are used to playing big man and understand things about playing big man that I don't understand yet in the game. Rebound timing, block timing for certain dunks and stuff like that for certain people. Uh, how to get positioning better so you can always box the person out you need to box out so you can get good boards. How to box out better rebounders like Rodman or Malone. Like it's a whole bunch of different stuff that comes with playing the big man position that's kind of necessary for you to know if you're going to be able to beat people that are running him in the ranks that are this high, the top two ranks in the game, right? A lot of people kind of just run in here without that understanding, and it's been a reason I have lost an incredible amount of games because our big man, you can tell, is not used to having to guard another big, not used to having to play spacing when he's playing a big. They think that they have to stay towards the paint. Uh, just getting cooked and fried on defense, which is another thing we want to talk about just in general. But when it comes to playing that position as important as it is, especially if you're going to run solo big, meaning you're the only power forward or center on the team, you have to know things before you just walk into ranked solo queue or on other people's team and think that you're actually going to be able to play that position in a way that's going to be useful to everybody else. It's a really bad position to not be like good at. Like at guard, it's kind of okay to not be good at defense because you don't have defensive abilities. You're not usually relying on your point guard or shooting guard for defense unless they're a defensive player, in which case you know they have the skill set to be able to do what it is regardless of who's playing them for real, right? Small forward, you start getting a little risky because it's like you kind of expect most of your small forwards to be able to play defense. It's what most of even the offensive small forwards come with in their kit, a little bit of defense. So you're expecting some defense from them. Big man, you are expected defense, boards, spacing, making sure you're not bringing your man too close to people. It's too much for you to go into ranked and not really know what you're doing trying to play that position for real. You got to get in your practice games, your 11-point games. You can even run 5v5 in Dynasty to practice your rebounding and stuff. You got to get something in there to be able to help you help yourself out. So when your teammates rely on you, you're not the sole reason why the game is harder than it has to be. Because a bad big man, you can still try to win by just outscoring the other team, but it's hard to do. It's really hard. You got to practice, bro. That's the best way I could put it. You got to practice. And now, when we talk about the next thing, because I talked about this a little bit before too, this tool spamming thing, bro. This tool spamming situation, this high in rank, has to stop, bro. And one of the games I'm throwing up in the back had this specific situation. I'm playing with a Bron and a Wimby. Before we even get into the game, LeBron is like, hit me in the post. I'm gonna help create game for y'all out on the perimeter. I'm like, say less. You feel me? We get into the game. I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there was a single point in time where he threw it out anytime that he drove towards the goal. If he didn't get stopped when he was driving towards the goal, he just went straight up with it. And then our big man playing Wimby, same thing, just going straight up with it. And this is an interesting situation because again, we're gonna talk about defense. We got a whole section for that because it is necessary. But your two spamming on Wimby didn't even attempt a three from what I'm if I'm not mistaken. And if he did, it got blocked. You're two spamming and you're not playing defense or you're not capable of playing defense properly. Why not use a defensive center? AD, Wallace, even Gasol and Mourning. Like you have some way better options defensively than Wimby if you know you struggle to play defense at that position and you're only going to go for twos anyway because you could be doing that on them. There was no point in queuing up as Wimby. Just part of what that whole center thing that I just talked about, that big man situation. But on top of this, between you and LeBron, to not have the IQ to understand that we're down, you're getting cooked by a Zion. Boy had 16 at the end of the game. It's okay for them to keep going up with twos. They're ahead. They're playing the time game. They're just going to keep going up with a quick two and assuming that you're not going to be able to catch up to them. And that's exactly what they did. And possession after possession, Bron Wimby just kept going up. You see, at one point, I would honestly say it was a bad shot, but I damn near just forced one up so I could get one off. It goes in. That still doesn't ring enough of a bell for him to be like, oh, okay, let's probably try to start getting some threes off. Let's either pass it to him so he can get them off, or let's start shooting some threes. Because it says a Braun 16 and a Wemby. Both of them are capable of spacing the floor and shooting threes. Doesn't happen. I think I take another one, an open one, and I just miss it. Still, they still don't try getting the ball to me after seeing I'm forcing threes up at this point. By the time I seen that it was only a minute left in the game. I was kind of already at the point where it was like, I just know we're gonna lose. I know we're not gonna catch up because we got a minute left, and they're still going up with twos, not even trying to get threes. I just have it. I can feel that they're going to do this. This is why I said I don't like a lot of Giannis players because usually I run into them. I don't know if I've had a game or not, but if I have one, I'll throw it in there. I run into him and he'll do the same thing. It's really bad from the bigs. Yes, you're scoring, you're feeling good because you're getting a score or whatever. It doesn't matter if you lose the game. You have to be smarter than that. Again, silver, gold, the lower ranks, I expect shit like that. You make it this high, bro. You gotta know that you make mistakes like that, the game is over. You gotta almost be at the top of your game. Like 1 to 2 mistakes from anybody during the game is potentially enough for you to lose by a point or two. You doing something like that all game, and you're buried by 5, 6, 7 points every single game. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Shouldn't nobody not know that you can't play like that once you get this high? And why even play ranked? Because you're not winning games like that. So what you're not trying to get any higher than where you are can't be. It's impossible. And then now, like I said, when we talk about this defense thing, man, this is the one that bothers me the most. And again, it's relative to how high you are. You feel me? In ranked, you're at Diamond Master. You're trying to get to Legendary Star. Maybe you're even shooting for trying to get to peak superstar in the season, and you're getting cooked. Like I said about that Wimby, you're getting cooked by Zion's. You're getting cooked by DeMar DeRozan's. Yeah, it's hard to speak on Clay. Clay can kind of be dangerous. But even in certain situations, I feel like you can still, like, it's a lot of things you can do. This comes with the IQ thing that I was talking about, knowing how to run your position properly. This comes with all of the stuff that I was talking about. Because once you make it this far in ranked, you have to know that other people are trying to do everything they can to win. They're running screens, they're doing a lot of different stuff. They're probably comfortable with the characters that they've been playing. So you should have some thought. Like you should have an idea. Whatever position it is that you run on a regular, you should have some idea of how to guard the people that you usually have to guard at that position. As a shooting guard, I have a solid idea of how to guard Steph. Same with Shea. Same with LaMelo. Same with Luca. Once it moves to shooting guards, same with Wade, same with Iverson. Any of these people that I usually run into every now and then, even some of the small forwards, I have a fair idea of how to guard. Now, it's true that at this point, once you get this far, I've said it all the time, a lot of people have gotten far enough on characters to where, yes, they can do some things that are going to be really hard, if not impossible to stop. But there are also certain characters, Chris Paul, for example, that you should not be getting fried by once you make it this far. Not offensively. With Wimby, he's been out long enough now. You know he can do a step back. You shouldn't be running straight to the goal every time that he goes in to drive. Steph, side to side. There's no reason for you to be running towards the goal once you see him do a drive move. You feel me? It's simple stuff. Really, really simple stuff. If you paying attention while you playing, by the time you get this far, you should already have it down. But if you don't, again, it's one of those things you need to practice. Get some dynasty games in, get some 5v5 games in where it's you and the computer and somebody else controlling one or a few players, and get your practice in. You're going to make your experience better. You're going to make the experience better for your teammates. Everything is only going to go up from there. Nothing bad can come from potentially practicing the things that you're going to have to do in game. But a lot of that can come from you picking just who you want to play based on vibes and going in and assuming that that's going to be enough for you to win a game. Everything that I just talked about, outside of maybe 5 total games where I probably sold them myself just off of I be playing when I'm tired sometimes. It's at least I know after a game or two to get off. I'll come back later. You feel me? But that's out of like my last 30 games or so of trying to get to legendary star and just seeing how people minds work when they're playing, man. It's crazy. So hopefully, okay, by the time I bring the next video out, I should be there. If you wonder what's going to be on the next one, we are probably going to talk about who we think the next superstar is going to be, because it's been some leaks and everything like that, but at the same time, I don't think the leaks mean what everybody think the leaks mean. So we're going to talk about that in one of these next ones coming up here. Like I said, hopefully we'll be at legendary and we can talk about some of the more positive sides of ranked. And outside of that, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I will catch y'all on the next one. The giveaway is still coming soon. It's a lot that goes into it to make sure you don't get in trouble for it or anything like that, or you don't get anybody in trouble. And then on top of that, I want to do it a specific way, because this isn't like I don't want to just grow the channel or anything like that based off of a lot of people waiting for giveaways and stuff like that. It's more so something I want to do just to help out the community of people that do actually watch and like really care about the stuff that's going on and stuff like that. Keep it inner community rather than, inflating a whole bunch of people that's really just, making bot accounts and stuff like that, trying to win giveaways. You feel me? We don't want to turn it into that. So it's still coming soon. As soon as I get it fully figured out, y'all will know about it. Outside of that, as always, I appreciate y'all watching, man.